Low-flow oxygen sources. The gradient CCV can be used with multiple oxygen sources, including pressurized gas like pipelines and cylinders, as well as low-flow sources like concentrators and emergency cylinders. This video will specifically focus on the use of low-flow oxygen sources with the CCV, including why and how to engage O2 conserve mode. Before we dive in, let's recap 2 points. First, remember that the CCV does not measure the oxygen concentration of its sources. Rather, it assumes that all oxygen sources are 100% pure oxygen. This means that when you're using an oxygen concentrator or a cylinder filled from a concentration plant, the delivered oxygen percent will always be slightly lower than the set O2 on the CCV because concentrators cannot create 100% pure oxygen. If your oxygen source is significantly lower than 100%, the percent O2 set on the CCV may be much higher than the actual delivered fraction O2. It is important to have your oxygen sources tested frequently to ensure an adequate supply of oxygen, as the performance of concentrators and concentration plants may degrade over time. Always titrate percent O2 to reach the target oxygen concentration. Second, remember that the CCV can be used with compressed medical air, but that it also has a built-in compressor and will mix oxygen from the source with room air as needed to deliver the set percent O2. When using an oxygen source that delivers 10 liters per minute or less, you should always connect it to the CCV through the reservoir. If you do not have the reservoir, such as in transport, connect the source directly to the CCV using the low-flow O2 bulb on the left panel. To use this bulb, sources must be below 0.7 bar or 10 psi and have flows less than 10 liters per minute. Anything with a pressure or flow above that level could cause the hose to blow off the bulb. Whenever using a low-flow oxygen source, you must engage O2 conserve mode on the CCV to avoid a low O2 source alarm. The CCV constantly monitors the pressure of the oxygen source, so if the source pressure drops below a certain point, the CCV will recognize that there is a problem, like an empty cylinder, and activate the low O2 source alarm. When O2 conserve mode is activated, the source pressure alarm limit is lowered to accommodate low flow sources and to prevent the alarm from triggering unnecessarily. When using O2 conserve mode, the CCV will also limit the flow of oxygen during inspiration to a maximum of 10 liters per minute. This helps make smaller capacity emergency cylinders last longer, but may limit the percent O2 that you can set depending on other ventilation parameters. To put the CCV in O2 conserve mode, simply connect the oxygen source, ensure control lock is not engaged, and press the O2 conserve button located in the additional settings panel. The green light will illuminate, indicating that O2 conserve mode is engaged and the oxygen flow is limited to 10 liters per minute. If current ventilation settings demand more than 10 liters per minute of oxygen during inspiration, a red warning light will illuminate in the ventilation settings panel next to the text that reads percent O2 setting cannot be achieved in O2 conserve mode, and the CCV will beep intermittently. If this light is on, it means the actual output of oxygen is lower than the displayed setting. If this is the case, alter the settings until the light switches off again, indicating that the required oxygen flow during inspiration is below 10 liters per minute. This can be done by decreasing the set percent O2, decreasing the tidal volume, or increasing the inspiratory time. When making these changes, be sure not to compromise oxygenation or ventilation to the patient. As long as the red warning light is illuminated, the percent O2 value will not reflect the actual oxygen concentration that is being delivered to the patient. Now that we have a basic understanding of the function and use of the O2 conserve mode, let's review a few considerations when using the CCV with the reservoir and an oxygen concentrator. Because the reservoir stores enough oxygen for one breath, it can deliver oxygen at a much higher flow rate than the flow rate of a concentrator. But even with O2 conserve mode engaged, the concentrator outlet pressure must be at least 0.5 bar in order for the CCV to recognize it as an oxygen source. To confirm that your concentrator is providing adequate supply to the CCV, watch the concentrator output flow meter and ensure that it drops to 0 during each breath cycle. This indicates that the reservoir is refilling completely. Even with the reservoir, it is possible for oxygen demand to outpace the supply of the concentrator. For example, in CPAP mode, the CCV will allow a constant flow of 10 liters per minute from the oxygen source. Since the demand is constant, there is no time for the reservoir to refill. If this happens, or if the oxygen source is disconnected from the CCV, the low O2 source alarm will activate and the CCV will switch to delivering room air. If you're using the CCV without the reservoir, such as connecting to a portable cylinder with a flow meter during transport, try to ensure that your source can output at least 10 liters per minute. Since the reservoir is not present, it is possible to set the CCV to demand more oxygen than the source can supply and cause a low oxygen source alarm. For example, if your cylinder flow meter delivers 5 liters per minute and your ventilation settings require 10 liters per minute of oxygen during inspiration, the alarm will activate as soon as the first breath is delivered. When the low oxygen source alarm activates, the CCV will automatically disengage O2 conserve mode. Once the source of the alarm is resolved by changing the ventilation settings or reconnecting the oxygen source, you must press the O2 conserve mode again to resume using the low flow source.